Hello, how's it going? You have Mr. Help One More who strives to help one more mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. And today I'm going to tell y'all how interest kicked my butt 5 years later. I didn't realize it. Before, you know what I'm saying, which was back in 2012, I wasn't income shifting. I didn't care nothing about credit. I had that mentality to where whatever I want, all I have to do is work 2 or 3 jobs or work overtime, you know what I'm saying, to get what I want, because when you have money, you have more leverage. You can walk into a dealership with $3,000 in your hand and bad credit and still walk out of there with what you want. So that was my mentality. So in 2012, my truck had messed up and I was wanting to get another vehicle, but I didn't want to spend all that money to get the truck fixed. I was thinking, well, I might as well take that money and put it down on a vehicle that I want, which was a Chevy Camaro. Like, I was just in love with the body of the car. I love the body style. So I was calling all these car lots trying to see how much would I have to put down to get one in. I mean, they numbers was like super high because my credit was so bad. And so I started trying to apply for credit cards and, trying to do little stuff to build my credit up. But of course, my credit's so bad, I couldn't do nothing. I think my credit score like a 520 or 540, but I mean, I had that mentality, money, all I got to do is get a little money. So anyway, I found this one car lot that was willing to let me get the car with like a certain amount for a down. And they were saying my car note would be $570 a month. And I'm like, cool. Now I know this really, really high, a car note. But at the time, you got to think, I was working 7 days a week. I had the money, the job I was working at. I loved the work I was doing because I didn't feel like I was working. I felt like I was just out riding around, and sightseeing. So I loved the job I was working at. So I knew that, I said I was going to have the money. So anyway, I got the vehicle. I wasn't studying the interest, because I'm like, I don't care, what the interest is, as long as I'm paying on it, and then I have more money in the future to where I can knock it out faster anyway. Now, that was 5 years ago, back in 2012, when I got the car in December. So fast forward now to this year. In December, I've been ahead the car for 5 years, right? Paying $570 a month. Now, remember, $570 a month. In 5 years, I've been paying on a car. Now, check this out. Okay, now I'm income shifting. I'm trying to knock out all my debt. I'm trying to get debt free. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to get a little more into what's on my credit. So I'm thinking, okay, I done had my car. It'll be 5 years in December. So I know I'm probably like a year or two away from paying it off. So what I'm about to do is try to figure out how much more I owe on my car so I can go on and knock that out. Then that $570 a month I'm paying on it, take that and start putting it, on my house to go on and, knock my house out faster. And then I, start be really, really closer to debt free. Okay. So I called a car lot to see, what my payoff balance. Man, guess how much my payoff balance was. Now, after 5 years, December to be 5 years paying $570 a month on that car. Man, them folks told me I still owe $19,000. $19,000 on the car. Now, it was like $18,000 and, $800 something dollars. But to me, that's $19,000. And so the one I said, you mean tell me I've been paying on this car since 2012 and I still owe $19,000? And she was like, yeah. And I said, dang. I said, man, I'm like upside down times 5, in that car. And she was like, yeah, your interest rate was really high. And I said, I know. I said, but I didn't know it was that high, So anyway, I want to bring that to your attention to show you how interest rate be killing us. Now I'm just going to go with $500 a month. $500 a month times 12 months. $500 a month times 12 months equals $6,000, all right? So you pay $6,000 a year, that I'm paying on that car. $6,000 a year times 5 years. That's $30,000. That's $30,000 I done came out of pocket to pay for the car. And I still owe $19,000. Man, now the car was like $26,000, $27,000. But if I keep doing this, by the time I finish paying on that car, I'm gonna be paid out of pocket probably about over 60,000 for a car that was only 20 some thousand. See, that's what interest do to us when we don't know. And that's why you have to income shift to get your credit score high so you don't fall into these type of situations. And you see a lot of people saying, Jesus blessed me with this car, I'm blessed with this vehicle, this house, this and that, this and that. And they don't pay attention to the interest rate. And then you see a couple years later, now they're struggling trying to get out of the car because now that what they thought was a blessing had now just became a curse because they didn't realize how high the interest was. And I just want to share that with you because it was just really funny to me when I found out I still owe $19,000 on a car. And that's a perfectly good reason why we need to start income shifting to knock out our debt to boost our credit up. All right, y'all have a good one.